Your failed habits may not prove that you are weak. They may prove that an old autopilot response reaches the queue before your new plan does. You sit down to study right after dinner. A notification lights up your phone. You check it for 1 second, and 45 minutes disappear. You open your laptop to write. Your fingers type a familiar app name out of pure reflex, and the original idea fades into the feed. You plan a short walk after work. Then you see the couch and a streaming app opens almost by itself. You notice the missed plan only once it is already too late. None of this means you are lazy. It usually means your plan lost a race to something faster. What if the real problem is not low discipline, but which control system reaches the queue first? Research on habits describes two systems competing for the same moment. One system asks what you want and what an action will lead to. The other runs a learned response the instant a familiar cue shows up, with far less thought involved. Picture your brain as two panels, a pilot and an autopilot. The desk, the phone, or the clock sends a signal to both. If nothing is planned, autopilot pulls the old lever and you open social media before you even decide to. That feeling of doing it before you thought about it is the giveaway. Old habits already have a direct line to their cues. New habits still depend on slower, effortful control. Stress and fatigue make that slower system even less reliable. You might start a study block calmly on a quiet afternoon, then default to scrolling after a long, draining day. Under pressure, your brain often asks what is practiced before it asks what is best. That is exactly why new habits fail hardest at the moment you need them most. In a moment, one sentence can actually shortcut that race. If-then plans link a specific cue to a specific response decided in advance. A meta-analysis covering 94 independent tests and more than 8,000 participants found these simple plans significantly improved follow-through compared with holding a goal alone. One sentence like, "If it is 8 p.m. and I sit at my desk, then I open my notebook before touching my phone," gives your faster system a new default to run. It will not guarantee a permanent habit, but it makes the next repetition easier to trigger. Here is a myth worth correcting. You have probably heard that any habit takes exactly 21 days to form. It sounds believable because it is simple and endlessly repeated. Real habit research does not support a fixed number. One well-known study found health-related habits commonly take somewhere around 59 to 66 days to start forming, and even that range varies a lot by person and behavior. That number is not a new deadline either. The simpler, truer belief is this: habits get easier through repeated practice in a stable context, on a variable timeline, not a countdown. A hard day in week 3 is not proof that nothing worked. It is just another repetition to return to. Here is how you can use this across 3 tiers. Use the easy tier when you want to start small. Write one if-then plan for one tiny action, like reading a single page before touching your phone. Use it once daily at the same cue for 1 to 2 weeks and keep it to a single plan. This works because it hands your faster system a specific new response to run. The realistic result is less internal debate at the starting moment, not instant automaticity. Use the medium tier once that tiny action feels possible but still inconsistent. Keep one habit tied to one stable setup, the same time, the same place, a short ritual like lamp on, notebook open, phone in another room. Schedule it at a realistic, low-conflict time, not your most exhausted hour. Repeat 3 to 5 times a week for 6 to 8 weeks. Avoid changing your time and place constantly. Over time, the environment itself becomes part of the cue. Use the advanced tier for lapses you already know are coming. Prepare 1 or 2 recovery if-then plans in advance, like, if I miss my study block, then I do 10 minutes at 9 p.m. Use each one for 5 to 15 minutes whenever a lapse happens. This is not about perfection. It gives you a comeback move ready before the old story appears. So a lapse becomes an interruption, not proof of failure. Here is one small thing to do in the next 24 hours, and it takes less than 5 minutes. Write a single if-then sentence on paper and place it right next to the cue it belongs to. A desk, a notebook, an alarm. Do it now during a calm moment, not later during temptation. After 7 days of testing, that one sentence starting should feel less like an argument every single time. You may notice fewer moments of doing something before you thought about it, and more moments where the right next action feels available. Across 30 to 90 days, the deeper shift is identity. You become the kind of person who designs cues instead of hoping motivation shows up on schedule. So here is a question for the comments. What is the exact cue, the phone, the couch, or the tab that beats your plans most often? And how many days have you already tried to fight it on pure willpower? Clarity is a skill. If this helped you see habits differently, consider subscribing so future videos can keep building that skill with you.